Good morning, Sunshiners. How are you? This is Scorpitarius Tarot 1111. My name is Grace, and I am your tarot reader. I am outdoors today on November 11, 2018. And of course, I just wanted to say to you guys, thank you. The absolute deepest amount of gratitude and true love, light, sunniness that I can project onto you. I've reached over 500 subscribers on here, and I am undeniably so grateful for every single one of you. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your comments, your likes, your emails. I am so grateful. Today we're doing Cancer. All right, Cancers. So, real talk, real quick, okay? Golden love. I always want to call it golden love. Maybe we're talking about your golden love, you know, the like golden little ticket, like Willy Wonka, that one golden ticket that you held that one time and you had that one chance, that one shot. And did you take it, Cancer? Okay. Golden Universal Tarot will be for your energy. The Vice Versa Tarot is front and back. And this will be used for the energy of the person that you are resonating with. Past, present, future. That's how we'll break it up. This is the love me, not spread. Okay, Cancer. Let's see. All right. It's the past love energy for all Cancers. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, interesting, interesting, and interesting. There's your spread. Okay. Two of Pentacles upright, followed by the Five of Wands upright. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. The Hierophant reversed. Nine of Wands. Six of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. For the person that you're resonating with, what is their past love energy? What is the past love energy for the person that Cancers are resonating with in the past? What is the past love energy for the person who's resonating with a Cancer at the moment? Temperance card almost came out, so maybe you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius. Or you just have one in your energy field, like one of your friends is a Sag. Could be family member too. I mean, keep in mind, these are love readings, guys, but it doesn't have to be romantic love. It can just be, you know, friends and family. Past love energy for the person that Cancer is resonating with. What is the past love energy for the person that Cancer is resonating with? Would you please tell us what is the past love energy for the person that Cancer is resonating with? And, yep. Okay. Got a lot of cards for you guys, Cancers. A lot of cards. Nothing wrong with that, right? We like cards. We want to know what the story is. I mean, come on. Tell us what is up. There's a lot of confusion. A lot of intense emotion, a lot of frustration when it comes to this person. Like, they frustrate the hell out of you, or you frustrate them and find some kind of a joy. But I will say this real quick. Everything so far that I'm seeing is a game. I see a game. You guys playing games with each other? Let's find out. Queen of Pentacles reversed, followed by the Two of Pentacles upright. So you see them as this. The person that you're resonating with, Cancer, you see them as the Queen of Pentacles. You see them as someone who is successful, someone who has this innate ability to just kind of, you know, on the spot determine where their success is going to lie. So it's not like the person who goes into an interview and is, sweating themselves to death saying, oh my gosh, I did this wrong, I'm going to do this wrong, why am I even sitting here, like freaking out. No, that's not this person. The person that you're resonating with, they're the boss babe, boss king in life, in whether personal, whether, professionally, whether it be they do some sort of hobby on the side and they're successful with it as well. Anything that this person sets their mind on, they make it happen for themselves. Like, they just know how to maneuver the energies around them. They have mastered mentality. They have mastered not letting their thoughts consume their worlds, but rather observe their thoughts. And if they don't like what they're hearing, they don't like what they're seeing telepathically, bye-bye, I don't need you. They concentrate on the positive. They concentrate on the good things of life. And even when shit hits the fan, even when life isn't really going the way that they plan it to, they don't let it defer them from their successes. They still continue to be successful. And it's crazy for you because it's almost like, it's not that you want them to fail because you like this about this person. That's what attracts you to this person, Cancer. They have like this like classy beauty about them. And if it's a guy, then they just have like this, like that classic, think of The Notebook, the main character in The Notebook. This is whom you're thinking of, that classic, everyone around them sees them as kind of like rough around the edges and has kind of like that ruggy feel to them. Maybe like their beard's a little like rugged, but neat. And what's the word for guys when they get their like hair and beards tapered? That's the word? I know, like, why am I second guessing my intuition right now, guys? Like, that's what it is. It's like you can't figure them out. They have this ability to just be whoever they want to be. They have so many options in life. And you feel as though they can't decide what to do with you. And vice versa, you too can't decide what to do with this person in your life. So it's funny, like, you see them as such a, you see them as hardworking. Yes, I mean, pentacles, stability. You see them as hardworking. You see them as very determined. You see them as very in their power. And as much as you're attracted to that, as much as that just drives you freaking bananas and you go, whoa, like, 1 minute this person was over here, they were nothing, and now, bam, a year later has passed by and they've already gotten, what, like 3 promotions? What? This person is awesome, And it's intense. It's the very different feeling that you have when you think of this person or, you're around this person. It's different than anything else you felt with anyone else. So might be a catalyst or a twin flame. If it is a twin flame, guys, do your research to try and figure out if this truly is a twin flame or if they're just a catalyst for you. Because if it's a catalyst, it's a fake twin. But I am feeling a very strong, intense connection. I mean, it's like, it's intense. You guys have had this ongoing, off-going cycle that just never really comes to fruition for you both to be together, but you've had your moments of very high vibrational happiness with one another. So be cautious, but look it up because what's funny here, Cancer, I love you guys. I love you guys. Like, I have Cancer in my chart, so I can't even say anything because this is probably talking about me too. But 5 of Wands followed by the 8 of Wands reversed. I love you guys so much. And it's so funny. I was actually watching another tarot reader on YouTube last night, and I was thinking to myself, that's so funny. That, like, kind of resonates with me, and I'm basically picking up a similar message. So I'm going to be very to the point, guys. Listen up, all right, Cancers? You don't know what to do with them, right? Have no idea what to do with them. They just kind of pop into your life and you're like, oh, hey, we're talking again. They kind of disappear and then you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess now we're not talking again. Vice versa, you've done the same. You don't know what to do with this person. You just know that they're in your life. You see them socializing. You see them, spreading that joy, spreading that sunshine, spreading that optimism, spreading that success story with everyone around them. And you see them as very vocal. You see them as very charitable. You see them as, very social. They're a very social creature. They have to be around people in order to function properly, because if they don't, then they're just kind of like, they're just not them, is how you see them. Now, when I mean social, if it's not romantic, then, that is what it is. It's just, social gatherings with family members and friends. If we're speaking on love in the romantic aspect, you see them as sharing their time with others. You know you're not the only person in their energy field. You know that this person is wanted and desired by many. And you know that they do spread their time with many, not just you, Cancer. Whether that be one, whether that be two, whether that be three, it doesn't matter. They're spreading their time, not entirely with you. You know, Cancer, that this person has other people in their field. And here's the beautiful thing. You guys are mirroring each other. You too, Cancer, are talking to more than just this one person. Could be an earth sign that you're resonating with, because they are very much so about their pentacles, about their finances, about their successes, about their work. If it's not an earth sign, it's someone who's embodying the earth sign energy, someone who is very dedicated to their craft at the moment, someone who is putting all of their eggs in one basket, because that's how they manifest. Now, even though this person is talking to other people, even though this person is enjoying time with other people, even though this person is spending time with other people, and you are too, you guys still don't want the other person to be unavailable. What? You're not with this person, and they're not with you. You guys are spending time with other people, not with each other. But yet, you don't want them to be committed to another. And you don't want to be, they don't want you to be committed to another person. The Hierophant in reverse. So they want you to feel seesawy about them. They want to know that if they need you for anything, they can just hit you up and you'll be there. But if you're committed with someone, then you won't be at their beck and call. Likewise, you won't be at their beck and call when they want you or need you. So again, I'm picking up very playerish games right here, guys. Like, it's this seesaw effect where one will be more into it than the other, and then you'll kind of go with the flow, or they'll be more into it than you will be, and you'll kind of go with the flow. So it's like, no matter what, like, you guys can talk to however many people you want, but you're never going to be able to be full on happy with any person you meet besides them, because you have this ongoing cycle that has never ended. You guys have never actually ended this relationship. You guys never officially said, okay, we're not going to talk to each other or anything like that. Or if you have, it's just been part of the same game. You guys have just been doing that to, like, I don't know, like, because it kind of gets you all like hot and bothered in a way. No judgment here. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever you guys feel for one another. So, again, 9 of Wands followed by the 6 of Swords upright. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. So, what I'm seeing here for you guys, like, and it's funny too. Again, remember how I said you guys were mirroring each other? They're the Hierophant reversed. Hierophant reversed. I'm not making this stuff up, guys. You guys do not want each other to be committed to anyone other than each other. So I'll just do this so you guys can kind of see both decks. Hierophant, commitment. Truth. Secrets. Depth. It's like you guys have conversations with one another, but they never really get to in-depth. So you guys never really... that's weird. Like, you guys like each other so much. You guys have this really strong connection, but you don't know each other. Not really. Like, it's not like your best friend knows you. I'm not saying that your partner should know you as well as your best friend, but I mean, if that's what you're after, then you don't know this person like that. And they don't know you like that either. So when you guys talk to one another, it's very, I don't want to say shallow, but it's very, like, nonsense. Like, I don't know, like, not as menial as, you know, what's the weather like where you're living at, although that might be what it is, but if it's not that, then it's more like you never really get into emotions with one another. You guys always stop the conversation when it gets to emotions. Either you stop it or they stop it, because it just becomes too intense. So I'm getting that the reason you guys aren't with one another is some type of distance. The Nine of Wands here, right? The guy's in the front and you have all these wands in the back. So you're unable to see the abundance that this person has brought into your life. Vice versa, you're unable to see all of the opportunities you have for growth with this person. So if you are trying to manifest this person, what's really funny here is they want you too, Cancer, and they feel like you don't give them the time of day. In your past energy fields, I see you literally not giving them the time of day. Like, you just kind of were like, I'm over this, bye. Like, see ya, peace. I'm done. I'm tired of playing all these games. And then Six of Swords, the other person was just kind of forced to walk away. They were burdened, they were hurt, they were injured. You know, you decided, you know what, yes, I see everything that you've offered me. Yes, I see how much you care about me. Yes, I see how much you love me. But now I'm going to block you on social media so you don't message me anymore. Now I'm just going to kind of stay in the shadows and creep on your social media channel every now and then just because, you know, I really like you and I miss you. But I'm still not going to open up and talk to you and tell you how I feel. And I just kind of expect you to know and read my mind and know how I feel. And the fact that you don't know how I feel pisses me off. So now I'm not going to talk to you even more. So just kind of like staying in that little hermit shell of yours. So Cancer, you definitely in the past gave them the cold shoulder. It wasn't for a lack of trying. I mean, you definitely gave them their opportunity to speak up and talk to you, and you, vice versa, said your share. But there was never that clarification with one another. It's like you guys would talk with the intention of clarifying things and figuring out, so what are we? Like, are we together? Are we not together? Like, are you my girlfriend? Are you my boyfriend? 'Cause, like, I sure as hell don't know. And you finally got to that point, that tipping point, right, in the past, Cancer, where you were just like, I can't deal with this anymore. I have, you know, a lot on my freaking plate. Like, I don't have time for all these lies. I don't have time for all this nonsense. I don't have time for all this, like, BS. I got to work on my pentacles. I've got to focus on what really matters, the physical, the material, because that's what I am in charge of. That's what I can control. I can't control, you know, your back and forth emotional turmoil. No, I can't control that. But I can control my actions. And right now, I'm just not going to talk to you because it's just not worth my time. So they were forced, you know? You were basically forcing them to decide, am I going to stay or am I going to go? And I am seeing you here, Cancer. So again, ignoring them, ignoring any type of communication that they sent your way. So if they sent you something on Facebook, you ignored it, or you watched it and then you were like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. Or, you know, if they sent you a Snapchat or they tagged you on Instagram or on Twitter and you're just like, bruh, I don't want people knowing that that we know each other. Like, stop it. So you just basically gave them the cold shoulder. Now, in giving them the cold shoulder, it did suck having to say goodbye to this person, and you did not completely close out the cycle with them. So even though you're walking away, Cancer, right? The reason this other person is coming up as the Knight of Pentacles reverse, they're still coming to you with offers of love and of attention and of affection, and you're not understanding, why is this person still talking to me? Why is this person still, you know, like all up in my space? Because you never let go of them mentally. You never let go of them in your head. You still think about this person. In the past, you were still thinking about them a lot. Even though you weren't talking to them, you were still thinking about them. And they could sense that. They could sense that, you know, they were being called for. And even though you walked away, you never closed out this chapter of your life. You never closed and ended the cycle with them. So the cycle continued. Cycle continues in the form of them still trying to offer to you, still trying to offer as a Knight of Pentacles. They're offering you stability. They're offering you, you know, if what the issue here was, you know, distance, or if it was an issue of finances, then they're trying their best to get to that point. They're trying their hardest to be who it is that they believe you will finally accept. And that's really kind of sad to me, Cancer. I'm just going to say that real quick. I mean, you don't want this person, but you don't want them to be unavailable should you want this person in the future. And they're over here, you know, fighting and defeating their enemies, defeating their battles, defeating their inner conflicts, trying to sort out their life path so that it can lead them towards you, towards a commitment with you. Okay. All right. I'm seeing fire energy come up, so maybe it's an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you're resonating with, Cancer. If it's not, then a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Be sure to check their full natal chart, because that will give you a little bit more insight into okay, so I already showed you the Hierophant in reversed, how that applied to your cards. In their past energy fields, remember how I was talking about how they're trying to better themselves for you? I mean, the cards speak for themselves, guys. 8 of Pentacles. Working hard, trying to master their craft, trying to focus all their time, their energy, and creating a better, brighter future for themselves. Not only for themselves, but also for their family. Perhaps this is someone who has family. So like a mother, a father, maybe like a nephew or a niece that they take care of, or maybe their job just requires them to give a lot of attention towards children, but I am seeing children strongly appear, so children has something to do with the reason why you guys are or not with one another. Take that as it may apply to you. If it doesn't apply to you, then leave it. That being said, you know, 8 of Pentacles, they're working hard, they're trying to master, they're looking at all the details, and what's really interesting here, Cancer, if you're ever curious about how this person manifests everything in their life, because it seems like they just kind of get everything that they want in their life so easily, so quickly, I'm seeing it right here, you know, as this person's working on his pentacles, as they're carving through each star, they have, what, 8 stars, right? 8 pentacles that they have already crafted, they've already created. But when they were told, when, you know, the person who came for the pentacle said, hey, I want 8 pentacles, you know, and they paid for it and they're waiting for their shipment to arrive. This person, 8 pentacles, I mean, that's a lot of work, right? That's a lot of work to carve each star in, handcrafting one by one, make sure that it's perfect, make sure that the dimensions are correct, make sure that it's accurate, make sure that they all look even. It's a lot of hard work. But this person didn't focus on, oh, I have 8 pentacles I have to get. No, they focused on 1. Okay, I got 1 pentacle done. Now I have to work on 1. Okay, now I got this one done. That's 2 pentacles. All right, now let me focus on 1. They might have 8, 9, 10 pentacles, 10, they might have 16-hour work days. They might have 24-hour work days. They might have endless amounts of paperwork that they have to dig through and file and filter out. They might have reportings they have to analyze, statistics they have to send out. But they never focus on, oh my gosh, I have all this work to do. No. They focus on if it's a ladder, if it's a corporate ladder that they've climbed, and that's what impressed you about this person. They didn't look at that top of the corporate ladder and say, I want to be district manager, and say, yeah, that's a lot though. That's a lot of freaking work. That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of hard work. You know what? I don't want to be district manager anymore. And just kind of give up on their hopes and dreams. No. They started and they said, I have to be a rep first. I have to be in customer service first. I have to be a representative. Okay, now I've been a representative. Now I'm a representative. Now I have to have keys to the store. I have to be, in charge. I'm going to be a shift manager. All right, now I'm a shift manager. Now the next step, what am I going to be? I have to be the assistant manager. All right, now I'm the assistant manager. What do I have to do now? Oh, I have to be the store manager. Okay. Store manager. All right, we got this down. That's how this person does it. This person does not focus on, holy cow, I am way down here in the first pentacle, but I have to get all the way up there to the 8th? That's crazy. How am I going to do that? No. One at a time. This person started working hard. Why did they start working hard? In what field did they work hard? On themselves. Hermit card. Reflection. Self-reflection. They had a lot of dark secrets, a lot of dark negativity, trauma, experiences in their life, this or past lives that have just kind of transpired, fears. They had a lot that they had to overcome within themselves, and that took having to really dig deep, sink your teeth into the reality of who they are as a person, both the good and the bad, because we all have light and shadow aspects of ourselves, right? So for them, it was really easy to acknowledge the light. The shadows, not so much. It's not that they didn't know that the shadow aspect of themselves existed, because everyone does. However, they found it much easier to be the light, the candlestick in the streets, right? Rather than being the lamp inside their own house. So they found it a lot easier to give advice, to share advice, to be with a crowd and make others feel happy and rejoiceful, and spreading that sunshine and love and light with others. But when it came to themselves, their own persona, their own spirit, their own heart, they found self-love very difficult to do. So they worked on it. They worked on themselves, they worked on bettering themselves, they worked with their spirit guides, they worked with manifestation, they worked with crystals, they worked with just listening and being one with the universe, being one with the earth. They probably started going outside more, they probably started becoming more of an outdoorsy person, and you saw the transformation unfold for them in the past. They went from, kind of being a bit of a homebody to being, you know what, I need to go out and enjoy my life, and I need to be more explorative, I need to just stop being a couch potato and actually start doing something productive. So they gained this sense of self-love for themselves. They did. And in the processes of, this is 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups upright. In the process of them gaining self-love for themselves, they ended up manifesting that same abundance of love in reality. In the process of this person going inside, going internally, and trying to figure out for themselves, who am I as a person? What am I doing? Why did I do this? Why am I in the field that I'm working at? Who am am I? You know, figuring out all of those deep hardening questions about their own belief systems. In the past, you know, this could be something that kind of transpired around the full moon, if we're thinking that past. If not, then this is something way past, like at least within the last year or so. In that process, or not 6 years, or I'm sorry, 6 months, they found happiness with someone else. In the past, they reunited with someone else. Someone who lit them up and was their guiding light throughout figuring out that darkness that they held inside. The lies, the deception, the cheating, all of that. Help them figure out for themselves whom they truly are, both in light and shadow. Now you, Cancer, you're coming up here in their past energy field, even though they found someone whom did ignite that side of them, that passion in them, that they had not felt in a very long time. It was a connection that ended because they could not fathom not having you. This person never stopped thinking about you. This person never stopped trying to manifest you in their life. This is their darkness. This is their shadow state. Their shadow state is, what are they staring at? They're staring at this tiny little world in front of them. Almost like, you know, with Christmas around the corner, at your mom's house. You know how she always had like the little like Christmas village with like all the little villagers, and you know there's Papa Noel right there, and all the little kids all excited and stuff. So that's what he's looking at. It almost looks like one of those like Christmas villages right in front of him. But what that is symbolic of is this person never stopped thinking of you as their world, never stopped envisioning the perfect life that could have been held together, what both of you could create. Because Cancer, you are magnificent. You guys are so full of love, full of tenderness, full of care. I mean, you guys are a feminine sign, so you guys have this maternal instinct in all of you, whether you're male, whether you're female, you just have that. And when someone comes to you with like a problem or an issue or anything like that, whether there's someone really close to you or whether there's someone that you just talked to once, they're going to come to you and they're going to spill all their beans. And you're going to sit there and you're going to listen. But you're not just going to listen and let it go in one ear and out the other. No, you're going to listen to the extent, to the point, like, Cancers are legit, like, probably the best listeners around. And why? Because you take everything so to the core with your emotions. You guys are so sensitive that someone can tell you 20 years ago and you'll still remember it. You'll still remember the details of what that person was wearing, where you were at, what you were eating or drinking, what the smells were like in that place, all the colors, all of the little sweet little tiny details and knickknacks that a lot of other people would not notice, but you do. And when you remember something in your past, when you have that kind of nostalgic moment, you remember everything emotional, every emotion that was felt during that time. So this person is kind of mirroring that effect. This did come up reversed. For me, the vice versa reverse is either upside down or not in the upright position for it. So for me, this came up reversed. That being said, this is you. When this person finally found solace in the arms of another, someone who made them start to forget you and the pain that they felt with you being forced to literally say goodbye, given that you were ignoring them and not giving them the time of day or the respect that they felt they were deserving of, you started thinking about them. Why? Because even though you're not with this person, you do not want them to be unavailable. You want them at your beck and call. You want to know that at the end of the day, should you ever change your mind, this person is going to be there for you. Or maybe so you don't feel guilty of the fact that, you know, you really, really like them, but for whatever reason, for whatever external reasons, as above, so below, it's just not the right time. It's just not the right moment. It's just not the perfect circumstances for you to make this happen for yourself. And it's gotten you feeling extra lonely. It got you to feel very in your head, very in your thoughts, very in your past about this person, Cancer. And you started to reminisce, you started to reminisce about the first time you guys sparked that love interest. That first time this person came into your life and expressed to you, wow, I didn't realize that I could feel this way about another. I didn't realize that I could be this close to another without really knowing them, Maybe at the time you guys, when you spent time together, it was very short-lived, but it was very intense and depth and deep. Almost getting Scorpio vibes, because if I turn this around, it almost embodies that tarot card. And for me, anything that is awakening or transformation-wise is a Scorpio card. So perhaps this person is a Scorpio, or has very strong Scorpio in their chart. So maybe like a Scorpio moon or Scorpio rising. That being said, I mean, you felt hard and deep for this person in the past, and likewise, they did too for you. It took them a while to get there. It took them a bit longer to get where you're at. But back in the day, when you guys first encountered with one another, when this cycle first began, because this has been an on and off cycle that I'm seeing, it definitely was very intense into the moment. It woke you up. It didn't wake them up, but it woke you up. So that being said, they too were contemplating on the stableness that you guys had, In your energy field, they came up as the Queen of Wands, right? Here, I'm seeing them as the Queen of Pentacles. Here, I'm seeing them as a Four of Pentacles, which also embodies, this is actually a gentleman in fancy clothing, very elite. So perhaps that's another thing. Like, here, the Hierophant was red. Okay, so this is you, Cancer. This is them. They needed stability to continue. They didn't have stability with you. So they had to go out and find their stability. 4 is that stable number. They had to go out and find some way of them to ground themselves and feel more in their power again. So they found the person that helped them do that, which was not you. This caused you... You guys are mirroring each other. Oh my goodness gracious. You guys are like hardcore mirroring each other. Remember? 6 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Both of you were forced to move on. Both of you were forced to turn the other cheek. Both of you did this to each other. Both of you forced one another to say goodbye to the other. But just like you still took them along the ride with you, they still took you as well. They never gave up on this. They never gave up on you. They always saw you as an option. They probably still see you as an option. Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh, guys. Am I like reading for the exact same person right now? Like, what the heck? That's so... Wow. Like, 10 of Swords upright followed by the 7 of Pentacles. It hurts them not being with you, and it hurts you not being with them. It's a secret that you guys have, that you guys refuse to admit to yourselves, to your family, to your friends. No one probably knows about this other person. And if they do, it's a very, very small, limited few people. And it's not like you've even told them the full depth of the connection that you have. But you have, you know, made maybe a comment or two. At the end of the day, though, for you, it's such a confusing energy. It's such a confusing connection that you don't really see it panning out in a positive way. And that's kind of why, Cancer, you've decided in the past, I have to let go of this person because it's not healthy for me to hold on. And it's not healthy for them to hold on. You told yourself this, but your heart was speaking a different language. Your heart was saying, no, I want this person. I don't want anyone else. I want you. And because your heart was saying that, even though you so badly wanted to move on, and even so badly they wanted to move on, they still ended up packing a bag with memories of you. And you still felt hurt and angry and damaged when you saw pictures of them with someone else. It hurt. It reminded you of all that past hurt that you guys put each other through, because you guys have been playing games with one another, back and forth, back and forth. You wanted to bury those emotions as deep as you could, as deep as you know, farther and farther and into the earth than anyone else could ever find. You wanted to bury it so that no one could ever find it, so that you could finally forget this person. But here's the funny thing about burying something, okay? If you bury a seed, whether you water it or not, whether you forget about its existence, it still rains, the sun still shines, the wind still blows, and next thing you know, that one seed that you threw away thinking, oh, you know, it's nothing, it transforms and it grows into a magnificent willow tree of love. It seems like the more you try to avoid this person, the more you try to run away, the more you come to the realization later on, awakenings, the more aha moments, the more epiphanies you have, telling you, why can't I let you go? Why are you still in my mind? Why are we still doing this to each other? Why? You know the answer, Cancer. Because you love them. You love them. Hey. You love them. And they love you. Oh yeah. It's an intense, fire-burning love. Enough to light up a whole city. You love them. And they love you. But you guys are playing games with one another. What up with them games? Alright, Cancer. What is your present and future energy and love? What is your present love energy? Well, Cancer, Scorpio. You still thinking about your Scorpio past, your Scorpio lover? You still want them, don't you? Oh my gosh, yeah you do. You want them bad. You want them bad. I'm trying not to read all of these, but they're all like, no, read me, read me. We're gonna be here all night, guys. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Cancer, what is your present energy? Love. What's your present energy? Okay. What's your present energy and love? Cancer. Okay. All right, Cancer. I'm going to do your present real quick because it is like a lot of messages are just trying to chime in and it is intense. Okay. Presently, Cancer. Here's what I see for you. For you at the moment, you're undergoing a transformation period. You're undergoing some aha, crazy, in-your-face moment that's going to come upon you if it hasn't already. Presently, and it's going to shake you to your core. It's going to open up and make you realize things that you never thought could be possible in the past, but now you're coming to the realization that life and the world and the reality that we live in, the reality that we have created and manifested for ourselves, it's not the end. Like, you have the ability to change it up if you want. You have the ability to make anything new create and happen for you. So you're having that realization now for whatever reason. That being said, 8 of Cups upright, right? So you're feeling as though this person has already said goodbye to you. This person has already given up all of their cups and time and attention that they used to give out so freely and openly to you, and you miss it. You miss them sending you sweet messages in the morning saying, hey, good morning. If you're Spanish, they'd say, good morning, querido, or anything like that. And you miss hearing their voice. You miss the attention, the time, the dedication they used to give solely to you, and you knew it was just for you. 6 of Wands upright, transformation. We have Scorpio upright, King of Cups. So it's definitely probably a Scorpio you're resonating with. And that would make sense. Scorpio and a Cancer, you guys that would be an incredible connection. I mean, I can only imagine. That being said, all right, so King of Cups over here, followed by the 6 of Wands. So you're trying to end the cycle with your lover. But you can't. You can't end the cycle yet. You still have yet to unveil the truth for yourself, Cancer. In the present moment, that's what I'm seeing for you, is something's going to happen. You're going to come across something, or someone's going to tell you something, or just be on the lookout, because a message is coming to you very strongly from the universe, and it's going to make a lot of sense. It's going to help you come to fuller conclusions about your past with this particular person. So if it is a soulmate connection, or if it's a twin flame connection, then this is who I'm talking to. This person right here, you're unable to let them go. Why? Because the transformation will require you having to unmask the truth of your love for them. You know you love them secretly, subconsciously, but you don't want to have to admit to yourself that you love them. Why? Because it's too painful. It's too painful for you. You're only a knight, right? You see them as a Knight of Wands. You see them as still not at the same capability as you. Here you are king, and they're still at knight status. So you want them to be your equal partner. You want them to be at that same level as you're at. And then maybe you'll kind of contemplate actually doing something. However, since they're not there yet, it's really hard for you to justify their presence in your life. Justice card reverse. For them, they're trying to balance out themselves, again, in the hermit mode, in the hermit past. They're trying to balance themselves out, trying to make themselves at a higher enlightened state of mind so that they can manifest this connection with you. Death card reversed. Both of you, this came directly underneath. Both of you are going to experience an aha moment here very soon. If you haven't already done so, if this might even be your aha moment, this video that you're watching at the moment. So transformation for you, transformation for them. They're going to have to realize that in order for them to manifest you, in order for them to have you, they're going to have to kill off their previous life to say hello to the new life that they would have with you. And that's something that it's very hard for them to admit for themselves. It's something that's very hard for them to do. Likewise for you. You don't want to have to say goodbye to the old you so you can say hello to the new them. You want them, yes, but you don't want it at the cost of your own routine, your own security, your own stable life path that you've created for yourself. But keep in mind, everything that's worth it is meant to, be a bit hard and changeful. So Temperance reverse, again, they're really, really, really working hard on balancing out the fact that they have to die to manifest you. They have to let their ego die so that they can then be awakened and come to the reality that, yes, I can have you if I want to, but I have to let go of all of these negative mindsets that I've created for myself that are telling me, no, I can't, I'm not worthy. You are worthy. You're worthy, right? So again, they're unable to manifest you. It's pissing them off. It's really getting under the skin, because they're able to manifest a lot of things in their life, a lot of goodness. I mean, damn, they have, Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. I mean, for you, you definitely see them as capable of being worthy of a relationship with you. You do. Now, whether or not you want to extend out to them is a different thing. See, you want them to manifest love with you, but only for you to slice it out, only for you to say, no, that's it, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, we're over, we're done. So Cancer, my question for you is, why pull this person into your field? Pull them in with your looks, with your thoughts, with your words, with your ideas, with your sensuality, if you don't want to be with them. Let them be happy with someone else. Vice versa, if this is the cross-watcher I'm talking to, leave the damn Cancer boy alone. Leave the damn Cancer girl alone, alright? She has a lot on her plate. He has a lot on his plate. Stay sunny and stay freaking amazing.